Hey there, I am back with today's Facebook Live. If you're wondering why I'm back, it's because I started it before and suddenly Facebook crashed. So, happy Monday to you. I am here to support you to stay anchored in abundance, in the knowing that there is something bigger going on here than what we can see with this pandemic and economic fallout, that we are part of something bigger, more generous, more loving, more creative, more resourceful, and that all that is happening can work out for the good of all, that there can be life and growth and new possibility as we navigate this liminal space where we're needing to die to, let go of life as we used to know it, and we're not yet sure what the new life is going to be like. When we can remember that, hold on to that hope, and know that we will be given all the resources we need, emotional, etc., to navigate every moment of this time, we can relax a little. The fear may come up, but we can offer that fear to something bigger than our fear. That's why I started doing these sessions a month ago. It's also why I have an important announcement at the end of today about how I am committed to supporting you, something I think might be kind of fun and even more powerful going forward. But first, I couldn't make that shift. I wouldn't be making that announcement, but for this morning, a story I remembered of my friend Patty. This happened years and years ago. Patty and I were down in Phoenix, Arizona for 2 back-to-back weekend workshops. So it was in February, so that's a great time. We're both from the Midwest. So being down in Phoenix in February, nice. So we had one weekend workshop, we had another weekend workshop, and in between, we could enjoy the warmth. We had a bit of a vacation. And one day we both decided we wanted to get up early and go for a hike. And because we love hiking in state parks and regional parks, we looked on the map to see if there was one close to Phoenix, and we found one just on the northern edge of Phoenix. We were all excited. We were going to get out and get out of the city, get out into nature. We were going to be able to go for a long walk, get some exercise. That was the plan. That's what we wanted. So we got to the park. We only had tennis shoes. We didn't bring hiking boots. And we saw some other people started following them into the park and onto the trail. The trail wasn't at all what we expected it to be. It was very narrow. It was not clear. There were rocks, boulders. I mean, it was a sprained ankle waiting to happen with every step. And there were people going both ways on the trail. So you regularly had to just squeeze aside so somebody could pass. Rather than being able to really get moving and getting some exercise, Patty and I, we were having to literally keep our head down and watch every step we took, lest we step on a rock and twist our ankle. This was not what we wanted. I don't think we had gone more than 1/4 mile, if that, on this trail, head down, watching our steps, squeezing aside when somebody else came, not really feeling like we could even talk to each other because we had to go single file. Then I turned to her and I said, "Is this what you wanted?" And she said, "No." I said, "Are you having fun?" She said, "No." I said, "Let's go back. Let's go back and let's find someplace else to go walking." I'll never forget the look on her face. She just looked at me and she was like, "Can we do that?" And I looked at her. It's like, well, yeah, let's just turn around, go to our car and go drive someplace else to go walking. She's like, "Really? We can do that?" Yeah. Oh my gosh. That never entered my head. And as she explained, she said, I've always been taught that once I start something, I have to finish it. That if I don't finish what I start, somehow that makes me bad or wrong. I'm a quitter. So I had already resigned myself, she said, to doing this entire trail, which was, I think, about a 3 or 4 mile trail, because I said I would. She said, this is huge for me. This is like this big breakthrough for me. I don't think I've ever let myself change my mind. Quit something I had started. I thought that was bad or wrong. And I said, well, are you having fun doing this? And she said, heck no. That's not really what she said. And I said, so, hey, let's start a new pattern. Let's turn around. Let's walk back to our car and go someplace else. And we did. And we found a place kind of like through the city along the canalways where we could walk and enjoy the warmth and the sunshine and talk to each other, and we could really get moving for miles. That was what we wanted. But to have what we wanted, to have the fun we wanted and the exercise we wanted, we had to be willing to stop doing what wasn't working, what wasn't fun, what wasn't giving us what we wanted. It was really easy for me when it came to the hike. Easy. It was a huge, literally life-changing experience for Patty. And then I realized it was easy for me when it comes to hiking. Not so much when it comes to my business or when supporting the people I'm meant to serve. When I started these daily Anchored in Abundance videos, very clear guidance. This is what I needed to do in the early days of the pandemic. This is how I could show up and support people, especially the people that I'm meant to work with. There was a lot of energy for me. I was having fun. It was impacting people, all of that. Then, as we sunk into this liminal space all the more, and more coaches and opportunities to be supported and online summits and other things started to show up. Great, that's awesome. I started to go like, I don't know that this is what I want to do anymore. I don't know that this is serving people the way I know I can. But I was hesitant to change course because, like my friend Patty, I had said I was going to do it every day to support you, show up, rain and shine. That's what I have to do. That's called commitment. I'm going to guess that you can relate just a little to this, even if it's in a totally different arena of your life. And for the past few weeks, I've been like fighting that. And an idea had come up of something that I think would be more powerful because it uses my gifts even more. It would be a heck of a lot more fun. But I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to quit because if I suddenly stop doing this, you might think I'm a failure or a quitter or I gave up. That's the chatter that goes on in my head. That's the chatter that went on in Patty's head. And I'm going to bet you have some version of that chatter sometimes in your head. That's the chatter that keeps us in unnecessary struggle, stress, and scarcity, not enjoying ourselves and not enjoying life. The idea was to find a way to offer some live community events, live coaching to anyone who might want it. And so, remembering Patty's story this morning in my prayer time, feeling that tension in me, I gave myself the same permission slip I gave Patty. This, my friends, is going to be the last Anchored in Abundance Facebook Live, at least for now as I see it. And this week, I'm going to be pivoting and sending information out to Facebook and to you about how, beginning next week, I'm going to have fun and try something different, something that I will enjoy and I think will be more valuable for you. An opportunity for some open, free coaching on whatever you may be struggling with, on the scarcity that you may be experiencing during these times, including and especially around money. Now, I don't have all the hows figured out, and I don't exactly know when I'll be launching it, but it will be next week. But then when Peggy and I turned around on that desert hike, we didn't know where we were going to be able to go to have the walk we wanted. But once we turned around, owned it, we found the perfect place. So, thank you for joining me on any or all of these Anchored in Abundance Facebook Live videos that I've done today. I hope they have served you. You can watch them again and again on replay. They're here on Facebook and they're on YouTube. And then stay tuned later this week when I'll show up on Facebook Live and or with posts, inviting you to be a part of the Anchored in Abundance coaching calls that I'll be offering starting next week. And just so I can see if that sounds like something that you might like, just give me a thumbs up in the replies, or say, yeah, I'd love to have some one-on-one in a group community setting coaching with you, Teresa. I'd like to have some live via Zoom interaction with you, because that's what I love to do best. Show up and serve you and the individuals I'm here to serve. So stay safe, stay well, stay anchored in abundance, and stay tuned. And know that just like Patty and just like me, you have the same permission slip to change course, to try something else, to stop doing what's not working for you, what's not fun for you, and go for what is. Blessings on your day.